Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the first of 3 races here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Also live on the World of Thunder Facebook page and also on dirtfan.com. Hello, Patricia. As we get set for the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways Super Late Models. The second race of the night. The first race at the Kokomo Speedway just happening about an hour ago. And now it's time to turn our attention to the dirt track at Charlotte as we get set for the first heat race of the night. 50 odd drivers signing into the pit area for tonight's race here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And we'll take a look at heat race number 1 right now with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Hello, Gordon. The first of 6 heat races on the program. The top 3 from each heat will go through to your main event. The winner will go through to the redraw. Thank you, Patricia. Heat race number 1. Your lineup looks like this. Starting on pole, car number 4, Huey Quillen. On his outside for Team VLR.com, Garrett Niebergy. Inside, second row, starting position 3, car 71, Mario Perez. On his outside for Slick Sim Sports, car number 9, Tyler Ducharme. Starting position number 5 in car number 66, that's Darren Little. On his outside, car 22, Drew Phillips out of position 6. Nicholas Books will start position 7. The Rockstar, DJ Kilanowski. He will start position at number 8. And to round out the field in car 77, it's Robert Fletcher out of P number 9. So the first of 6 heat races here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Here's my start finish line camera. Have to get those camera packs fixed up. Alright, here we go. The first of 6 heat races, Huey Quillen, Garrett Niebergy. We are underway. Huey Quillen got a good jump there. The 71 of Perez straight up to the top shelf into turn 1 and 2. Now here goes Ducharme. Oh, Garrett Niebergy around. Darren Little, the 68. And Drew Phillips as well. No yellows. So we'll continue on. Getting down into 1 and 2. Again, top 3 go straight through to the main event. Perez, Ducharme side by side down into turn 3. It's a slide job by Perez. Ducharme cuts back to the inside. Ducharme will take back second. 2 in the books and 6 to run for your race leader, Huey Quillen. Out by 6/10 of a second over Tyler Ducharme. As Ducharme sets his sights on the number 4 machine. Perez using the outside of the speedway. 4th position right now is the Rockstar, DJ Kilanowski. Then we go back to Fletcher, rounding out your top 5. It's still all Huey Quillen at this stage, but I'll tell you what, Ducharme with that number 9 machine is starting to reel in your race leader. Perez into the wall. Quillen makes a mistake into turns 3. And that will open up the door for your second place driver, Tyler Ducharme. We stick to the middle into turn number 1 and 2. Quillen rides the cushion. Now battle on for 3rd and final transfer spot as well. Perez under fire from Kilanowski. So we are enjoying some good racing here in the opening heat race of the night. Quillen continues to ride the top through 1 and 2. He's a lap and a quarter away from being in the redraw. And now he has just got one more circuit in heat racing competition. You know Ducharme is not going to give up without a fight. He peeks to the inside. The white flag flies here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Quillen to the middle. Ducharme to the inside. Who's going to get it out of turn number 4? It's going to be Huey Quillen victorious in heat number 1. Second is going to go to Tyler Duchamp, Mario Perez third, Kilinowski fourth. Then we go back to Robert Fletcher, Garrett Niebregi, Nicholas Brooks, Drew Phillips, and Darren Littrell to round out the 9 cars there in heat race number 1. And we're about to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 2. Awesome. Got the new camera pack. I've got the camera pack that I was used to working with. Here we go. Starting on pole. James Ambrosius in car number 14 will make his debut here on Ultimate Dirt TV. He will start position number 1. Eric Scout will line up at a position number 2. Position 3 is going to be the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. At a position 4, it'll be the 52 of TJ Wood. Position 5 in the 5K machine, that'll be Rusty Kruger. James Ray is scheduled to start position 6. Bryson Daffin will start position 7th. Zach McSwain out of 8th. And 9th is going to be Gavin Jordan. We can tell you that James Ray did not grid, so that will move Zach McSwain from 8th to 6th. Hello Trevor, how are you tonight, buddy? And welcome in. Welcome everybody in here to Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, don't forget we're live on the World of Thunder Racing League Facebook page. And we're also live on dirtfan.com if you haven't done so already. Hit the like and follow button on those Facebook pages. And you can also check out their websites, dirtfan.com and also WOTRL.com as well. We're live on the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube channel as well. We are closing and we're just a couple away from 900 subscribers, and then our next goal will be that 1,000 mark. Here we go, heat number 2, and we are underway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And your leader is going to be Ambrosius. Let's turn the sound up. There we go, that should be a little better right now. Oh, excuse me, we're 3 wide there through turn number 1 and 2. As we take a look at Kitchen, who's moving into 2nd spot, Daffin and Kruger. Daffin in the 18, Kruger down low. Kruger relegated back to 4th position, but again trying to come back on Bryson Daffin down into turns 3 and 4. And you go back to Zach McSwain now rounding up the top 5. Ambrosius, your leader. Here goes Daffin looking to get a run there on the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. Hello Ronald, hello Zach, welcome in boys. McSwain, sorry, excuse me, that's Kitchen now. Oh, getting some heavy pressure right now from the 18 of Bryson Daffin. A few weeks ago, picked up his first major win and first World of Thunder Racing League Super Late Model win. It might have been UMP. He picked up his first win anyhow. Look at the 25 of Zach McSwain starting to climb all over the back of Rusty Kruger now down into turn number 3 and 4. McSwain dies low. Kruger through the middle of the speedway. 2 to run this time by. Heat number 2, the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. Ambrosius in the 14. Well, first time we've seen him in a while. First time that he's going to go to victory lane here at the dirt track at Charlotte and Ultimate Dirt TV into turn number 3 out of turn 4. Ambrosius with the win. Second will go to Bryson Daffin. Third at the line is going to be Aaron Kitchen just ahead of Rusty Kruger. Then we go back to Zach McSwain, Eric Scalf, Gavin Jordan and TJ Wood to round out the 8-car field. Heat number 3. And let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. All right, starting on pole in car 33, that is Evan C. on his outside. In car number 2, Kenneth Payne. Second row inside, position 3. Car 69, that's Brent Carter on his outside. Car 53, David Harleman. Lining up at a position number 5, car 37, Stephen Calavoda to his outside. Position number 6, it's the 09 of Tanner Tomasi. Starting 7th for D1RT, car number 80 of Dylan Wilson on his outside. In car number 5, that is Devon Thompson out of position number 8. And your 9th and final starter again for what I think is now the 4th week that I've seen here on Ultimate Dirt TV. He starts at the back of the bus in the 127. That is your defending iRacing World of Outlaws late model champion and also the World of Thunder champion, Blake Majulis, will start position number 9. Field set, field, and the race is green. We go down into 1 and 2. Evan C, your race leader. Keep an eye on Dylan Wilson, that 80 machine, and keep an eye on the 127 of Blake Majulis. They're going to start to come through the field. Here in these opening couple of laps, Carter rides in second, now taking that second spot away from Payne, but Payne back to the outside. And Kenneth Payne upstairs into turn number 1 and 2, but not going to be enough as Carter continues to pester that number 2 to the inside. Here comes Dylan Wilson right through the middle, and that 80 machine is a honking right now, and 4 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Harleman and Blake Majulis. Harleman and Majulis will come together, and Blake now starting to come after the 2 of Kenneth Payne. Oh no, Payne! Harleman somewhat saved him. Now Calavoda, there goes Payne into the wall. Oh, that's tough to swallow. That is a tough pill right now. Your leader, Evan C, ahead of Dylan Wilson. And you go back to Brent Carter, and here comes Majulis. 3 quarters up the racetrack here through turns 3 and 4, and now trying to get by the 69 of Brent Carter. But look at Tanner Tomasi in that 09 machine, climbing all over the back of the champ, Blake Majulis. Tomasi's got a good run. Although it wasn't good enough through turns 3 and 4, he'll get the good run through 1 and 2. Majulis shuts the door on Carter. Now Tomasi continues to ride it upstairs. 2 to run, that time by for your race leader, Evan C. Into 1 and 2, we'll see Dylan Wilson ride down low in that D1RT car number 80. He's had to come from the back, and Blake Majulis looking to lock himself into his second main event of the season. His first one coming just an hour and a bit ago at the Kokomo Speedway. And well, it's safe to say that, well, it's a season that he would rather forget about. As through turns 3 and 4, your winner, Evan C, ahead of Dylan Wilson and Blake Majulis. Expected those 3 drivers to finish 1, 2, 3. Carter 4th, Tomasi 5th. Harleman will grab 6th. Calavoda will grab 7th, Devon Thompson 8th, and unfortunately for Kenneth Payne, he's going to finish 5 laps down in position number 9. That is heat 3 completed. We are just a couple of more heat races away from our first preliminary action. And of course, let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Heat race number 4. On pole in car number 50, Robert Tucker. On the outside of the front row, position 2, car 15, Tanner Folds. Position number 3, car 34, that'll be Dalton Cloyd. On his outside, the 47 of David Livingston. Position number 5 in car, it'll be 54, that'll be Mitch Stiles. Out of position 6, the 8 of Daniel Passmore. Devin Morgan will start position 7. Jim Emery in car number 4 will start position number 8. Then we go back to Dustin Hall in car number 331 at a position number 9. So there is your 9 starters once again. And heat race number 4. Again, top 3 moving on to the main event. Your winner will go into the redraw. No guarantees where you'll start, but you guarantee a first to 6 So you'll start somewhere inside the first 3 rows. Yes, Blake was moving all right. Driver's being given the 1 to go signal, the 12 of Tucker on the front row with Tanner Folds. Dalton Cloyd, car 30, 47 of David Livingston, and Mitch Stiles in that 54. Heat race number 4. We're about to launch, and it is Robert Tucker to lead this field down out of turn 4 into 1 and 2. We go. Stiles up on the inside, forcing the issue there on the 47 of David Livingston. Good battle at the middle of the pack and towards the back of the field, but right now it is Robert Tucker. Now here comes Dalton Cloyd coming after Tucker down into turns 3. A couple of MDM drivers right now, first and second. And it is the 30 machine of Cloyd to the top shelf. Tucker continues to work the bottom of the speedway down into turns 3 and 4. This track really widened out right now. And we'll see more of this throughout the preliminary mains. Folds back there in 3rd. Then we go back to Devin Morgan in 4th. Been a while since I've seen that 112 machine out on the circuit. Dustin Hall putting that 331 machine into the wall as Stiles now. He puts the slider there on Dustin Hall for that 5th spot. But again, the battle is right now on screen for that final transfer position. Devin Morgan around the outside of the 15 of Tanner Folds down through turn number 3. Folds looks to slide up, slide job. Morgan taps the brake, turns underneath him. 5 down, 3 to run. Here goes Morgan back to the inside on Folds, and Folds will once again cross back underneath down the back straightaway. He doesn't have the run, but you know he's going to throw the big slide job Hail Mary down into turns 3. Out of turn number 4, Morgan will reclaim that 3rd position, and now they're coming after the 12 of Robert Tucker. Dalton Cloyd is gone out by over 2 seconds right now. You see him just sort of at the top of the screen, just shadowing away into the distance right now. Oh no! Tucker catching that tyre. And that is going to cost him a transfer position. But look at the win here from Dalton Cloyd. He gets the job done over Devin Morgan. Tanner Folds will grab 3rd. And those 3 drivers booking their ticket to the main event. Dustin Hall 4th, Mitch Stiles 5th, Daniel Passmore. Then we go back to David Livingston, Jim Emery, and Robert Tucker will eventually limp home into position number 9. Heat number 4 is complete. 2 more heat races on the program for the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Super Late Models presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Let's go trackside right now with your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Alright, starting on pole for Slick Sim Sports in car number 2. That'll be Dylan Hauser on his outside. Chris Fisher will line up at a position 2. Inside the second row, position number 3, Miles Jansen on his outside. The VLR Spring Fling winner, $3,000 to win that race was. Dylan Fox will start position number 4. Position number 5, he's bagged a couple of podiums throughout the past month or so. In car number 12, that'll be Jay Place on his outside, position 6. That's Tyler Owens. Then we go back to Hayden Carville at a position 7, and Tyler Shell will line up at a position number 8. And Barry Sorensen in car 45 will start position number 9. So the drivers will get the 1 to green signal this time by. Again, no yellows in heat racing competition. We'll see yellows from the B mains, and with the caution laps not counting. With the update last week, there are still a number of bugs that need to be fixed, but I'm sure iRacing are doing their best to get those fixed once they can. Tomorrow night, Monday and Tuesday night, we go back to where it all began. R Factor. The Simpro Racing Chili Bowl. Talk more about that later on throughout the night, as here we go. Dylan Hauser will lead us to the drop of the green flag here in heat race number 5. Fisher going to slide up to second. Now here comes the 67 machine. That's Miles Jansen. Oh, he's certainly in the thick of things right now as Hayden Cardwell, big dive bomb there on Fisher. Keeping an eye on D1RT's Dylan Fox as well, up on the inside there on J Place. They race through turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for the 4th and 5th position. Meanwhile, Cardwell still throwing those big bombs there on Chris Fisher, and Fisher's just letting him do it, saying, you know what? You can throw the big bombs, I'll just keep crossing underneath you out of turn number 4. Cardwell's getting a run this time, down into turns 3 and 4 again. There it is. Slide job, not quite as big, but still enough to take that second spot away from Fisher. Fisher back to position number 3, and now Fox coming after Fisher for that third slot, the third and final transfer spot. This time Fisher's going to stay low. Fox is going to stay upstairs right now. You go back to Tyler Shell, back there in 5th, battling it out with J Place. And look at these drivers just rail the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Shell makes a mistake. Place goes to the inside. Place, will he throw the slider? Yes, he does. Meanwhile, Fox to the outside on Fisher. And Fisher falls back to 4th. And now Fox coming after Cardwell. 2 former teammates right now running nose to tail through turns 1 and 2. And so far, Dylan Hauser's got the best of everybody so far by a second and a half with 2 laps left to run. One lap to run this time by out of turn number 4 for your race leader, Slick Sim Sports, Dylan Hauser. Nice and smooth through turn number 1 and 2. Couple of turns remaining in heat number 5. Penultimate heat of the night, and Dylan Hauser will get the job done. Second is going to go to Cardwell, will grab it just ahead of Dylan Fox. Fourth at the line will be Fisher. Then we go back to J Place, Tyler Shell, Barry Sorensen, Tyler Owens in 8th, and Miles Jansen with the DNF there back 3 laps down in position number 9. Heat race number 6. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. So after this one, we are going to have 2 B mains. Starting on pole in caliber 35, it'll be Jordan Casey on his outside. William Duval, position number 2. Position 3 will be Travis Oldfield, and Kendall Tucker in the 00 for Swindell Speed Lab will start position number 4. Position 5, it'll be James Grace with Blake Brown lining up at a position number 6. Jeffrey Herrick will line up at a position 7. 8th is going to be Clay Devon with Adam Homerding scheduled to start position number 9. Well, I gotta say, Jordan Casey going to be very hard to beat in this one. Starting on pole, he's certainly got some company. Kendall Tucker on the outside of the second row. Blake Brown, not one to shy away from some bumping and grinding. And keep an eye also on Clay Devon in that 84 machine out of position number 8. So that outside row has certainly got some work to do, as they are all going to try and run down the 42 of Jordan Casey there on screen for D1RT. Alright, the green flag is out. Heat race number 6 is underway, and Jordan Casey expecting to get that good start. Tucker being tagged by the 38 machine as they race 3 wide down through turns 3. Brown was in second, but now, well, he's going to go back into second spot because Kendall Tucker relegated back to position number 3. And look at that, 3 out of the 4 drivers so far that I told you to keep an eye on are running 1, 2, and 3. Ultra was in that 38 machine who tagged Tucker on the opening lap. But right now with 2 in the books with 6 to run, and here comes James Grace trying to rocket his way past that bazooka machine. Your leader for D1RT, Jordan Casey, gets into the wall. That is going to allow Blake Brown for TeamVLR.com and iRacing iFlag to start to catch up to the back of your race leader. Your leader is still Casey. Brown in second, Tucker third, and then you go back closely followed there by James Grace. Kendall Tucker under all sorts of pressure right now in the Swindell Speed Lab 00 machine. And right now he looks just to be doing enough to hang on to that final transfer position. The third place runner will start position 18 in tonight's main event. Oh no, Casey into the wall. He loses the lead and might even lose second spot because now Tucker to the inside, slide jump down into turns 3 and 4, but no, Casey back around the outside, and Blake Brown, buy yourself a lottery ticket, because I tell you what, you start at position 6 and you've inherited the race lead as they go down into 3 and 4 for the final time. Look at this slide jump coming from Tucker with Casey crossing underneath. Drag race to the start finish line. There's nothing in it between the top 4. Blake Brown gets the win. Jordan Casey second. Kendall Tucker third, James Grace fourth, Travis Oldfield, Clay Devon, Jeffrey Herrick, and William Duval home in position number 8 with Adam Homerding. Did not grid, so therefore 9th place run for him. Boy, oh boy, Jordan Casey. He would be filthy right now. And this is where things will take an interesting turn. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the first B main of the night. Ten laps will be the distance. The top 4 will move on to tonight's A main. Will consist of lining up the inside row from 19, 21, 23 and 25. Again, we start 26. I'm pretty sure we start at 24 the first couple of weeks of the season. But we're starting 26. Starting on pole, the Rockstar DJ Kilanowski, in fact, did not grid. Brent Carter out of position 2. Chris Fisher and Robert Fletcher, row number 2. Row 3, Tanner Tomasi, J Place. Garrett Niebuhr and David Harleman, row 4. Row 5, Tyler Shell and Nicholas Books. Stephen Calavoda, Barry Sorensen in row 6. Row 7, Drew Phillips and Devin Thompson. Tyler Owens out of 15th. Darren Little, Kenneth Payne, Miles Jansen, the 18th driver. Hello, Pat. I can confirm 3 drivers did not make the call. Miles Jansen, Darren Little, and your pole sitter DJ Kilanowski. So 15 cars contesting 10 laps with your top 4 going through to tonight's A main. I'd love to see how many laps it is. We'll find that out shortly. But here we go. Your B main number 1 is underway. And we'll see how these drivers can get around the dirt track at Charlotte for 10 laps. How many of those are going to be green flag? Because everybody's going to be fighting to make it inside of the top 4. Tyler Shell, Garrett Niebuhr, Jay Place, 3 wide. And now you throw in the Hulk of David Harleman. Oh, Carter. Place checked up. Harleman got into the back of Place. They both saved it. Well done to Jay Place for saving that one. Brent Carter into the wall. Shell into the back of Niebuhr, and Tyler Shell takes 4th at the start-finish line. Not by much. Here goes Niebuhr. Well, you want to play dirty? 2 can play that game. Calavoda, Harleman. Oh, this is getting ugly right now. And the 044 of Tyler Shell. Car upside down. Oh, boy. This is an absolute mess. I'm not even going to attempt to try and dissect what just happened. What we are going to do, we are going to take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. And I'll tell you what, folks. You want to take a wild ride? Let's jump on board with this driver, Nicholas Brooks. There it is. Ooh! Just a couple of violent flips in that one. Oof. And thankfully, landing him back on all 4s as well. So Jay Place somewhat involved in that one as well. Was Harleman involved? Shane James probably summing that up perfectly, actually. As welcome me back to live video coverage of the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Super late model B main here at the dirt track at Charlotte. 6 laps in, 4 to run. Again, remember the top 4 will only make it through to the back of tonight's main event. And Fletcher already under siege from Chris Fisher. We are yellow. And it's the 5 of Devin Thompson. We'll leave that one alone. Welcome to iRacing. I mean, I wouldn't even just say 2020, Shane. I'd just say welcome to iRacing. Again, after this one, again, we'll have the UMP Modifieds. I believe we head to... Limaland for that one. Let me just confirm that. I know the 410s wrap up at Volusia. So after this one, yes, the Hub Sim Racing giveaways UMP Modifieds. We travel to Ohio for the Limaland Motorsports Park. And then we'll take the World of Thunder jet plane over to Florida. And we'll contest the 410 Wing Sprint Cars at the Volusia Speedway Park tomorrow night. Right here on Ultimate Dirt to be back where it all began for me. We're going back to R Factor. One final time for Simpro Racing. I think it is their 9th annual Chili Bowl, I must say. I'm pretty sure it's their 9th. And I think I've covered 7 of them. The only one that I didn't cover was 2016, and that was because I was sitting in a hospital bed. Alright, here we go. Green flag back out. Green white checker to finish us off here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Again, top 4, Fletcher, Fisher, Carter, and we've also got Tanner Tomasi in the 09 machine. Look at Calavoda starting to come after the top 4 right now. Calavoda, the 27 machine, the blimp as people call him. He's got one final opportunity to make something happen. Can he do it, or will he just miss out? Let's see what the 27 can do. Can he get it into the show? Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. No, he's just going to miss out, unfortunately. Fletcher, Fisher, Tomasi, and Carter. They will make the show. And that is B main number 1 completed. B main number 2 up next. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Again, 10 laps scheduled on the board for B main number 2. Rusty Kruger will start on pole on his outside, Dustin Hall. Position 3, James Grace. Out of position 4, Zach McSwain. Position number 5, it's Mitch Stiles. Out of position 6, Travis Oldfield. 4th row inside, position 7, Eric Scalf. Out of 8, it's Daniel Passmore. Position 9, Clay Debon and Gavin Jordan lining up at a position number 10. David Livingston will start position 11. Jeffrey Herrick will start position number 12. Position 13, TJ Wood. Jim Emery out of position number 14. William Duval out of 15th. 16th is James Ray. Then we go back to Robert Tucker and Adam Homerding with 1, 2, 3 cars again. Once again, not making the call. So another 15 car field here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And that man on screen, Rusty Kruger. The Swindell Speed Lab team will start on pole. Mitch Stiles in that MDM iRacing iFlag dirtfan.com World of Thunder 54 starts position 5. Clay Debon for D1RT Racing will start position number 9, so keep an eye on him. Gavin Jordan, who hasn't had a whole lot of luck here tonight so far at the dirt track at Charlotte. And Robert Tucker. Also in that MDM Motorsports. Although that is upside down, that MDM. In fact, that's the Watt logo. Not gonna lie, that's not a bad Watt logo. Pretty cool. Alright, here we go. B main number 2, Dustin Hall jumping the start there on Rusty Kruger. And he checks up and, well, when you try and jump the start like that, that is what will happen. You check up in front of the field. There's a lesson to be learned. Don't try and jump the start. Go when the leader goes. And that is yellow flag number 1 for B main at number 2. And I've just noticed actually the caution laps are counting. I'm thinking I need a drink. So again, if you are watching on the dirtfan.com Facebook page or the World of Thunder Racing Facebook page, hit that like and follow button. Again, don't forget, if you're watching on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, hit the like and follow button there. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up on the video as well. And if you're watching on any one of those pages, if I could get you to please head over to www.ultimatedirttv, youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. Click on the subscribe button. Again, like I said, we are closing in on 900 subs. And we just, once we get to 900, I think we're about 3 or 4 away, to be honest. Once we get to 900, our next goal will be the 1,000 mark. Single file restart right now. Rusty Kruger going to get us back underway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. James Grace was pretty solid and pretty fast in his heat race, so he certainly can have something for your race leader, Rusty Kruger. Now Mitch Stiles under pressure from Zach McSwain. Then you go back to Eric Scalf, rounding out the top 5. And right now there's a 3-car battle. Third, fourth, and fifth right now on screen, nearly 3 wide. And those 3 drivers fighting out for the final 2 transfer positions. 6 down, 4 to run. At the moment, Stiles on the outside looking into that 54 machine. Needs to get by either the 26 of his teammate Eric Scalp or Zach McSwain in that 25 machine. Scalp holds on to the 4th and final transfer position. He's clutching right now to hold on. Back up front, and it is James Grace getting a little tight, heading up towards the wall into turn number 1 and 2. A lap and a half to run. Can Rusty Kruger, can he pick up the win? One more circuit around the dirt track at Charlotte. Down through the middle into turn number 1 and 2. Grace a lane higher than what Kruger is right now. Final time down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Kruger gonna be victorious in the B main. Will punch his ticket to the main event, along with James Grace and Zach McSwain, and also Eric Scalp, your top 4, moving into tonight's 50-lap A main. Stiles, Passmore, Oldfield, Devon, Tucker, and Livingston. Your top 10: Emery, Herrick, Jordan, Duval, Hall, Wood. And now it is time for our redraw.
All right, you ready? 6 cars.
6 cars. I am ready.
Number 4, Huey Quillen.
Position 6.
Number, is it 14, James?
I think Sambrosius.
Yeah.
Pole position.
Is he 14?
I think so.
All right. Evan C.
Position 4.
Dalton Clyde.
Position 2.
Floyd. I'm sorry, I said that totally wrong. All right. Dylan Hauser.
P5.
And Blake Brown.
3.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Alright, there we go. That was your redraw. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back on the other side of this. You are watching the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Super late models presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And we are just having, it looks like some server issues. Let's take a look quickly at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Quickly as they line up, the top 6 in the redraw: Quillen, Ambrosius, C. Cloyd, Hauser, Brown. Then you go back to Desharman, Daffin, row 4, row 5, Dylan Wilson, Devin Morgan, Hayden Cardwell, Jordan Casey, row 6, Perez, Kitchen, Majulis, Folds, Fox, Tucker, Fletcher, Kruger, Fisher, Grace, Tomasi, McSwain, Carter, and Scalp are your 26 starters. So the first 3 rows, the drivers are going to make their way into their correct starting positions. Boys, not going forward wide, you need to get into your correct spots. First we know Huey Quillen starts position 6. We go James Ambrosius on the front row alongside Dalton Cloyd. Now we start to see these drivers make their way into the greatest sight in all of motorsports, ladies and gentlemen. There's no better sight in all of motorsports. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Super late models. They are 4 wide. Presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. This is their salute to you, the fans. And thanking you all for tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV, for tuning into the World of Thunder Racing Facebook page, and also for tuning in here on DirtFan.com. Just listen to these super late models just idling and rumbling, waiting to be set free from this 4 and 2 wide formation that they are currently in at the moment. There we go, drivers breaking free from that formation. Currently at the moment we are on lap 3. Once we get to lap 5, that is when we will go green flag action. So we'll go around 2 more circuits before we set these drivers free. Trading Paint still downloading some of these paint skins. So you'll start to see some of them fixing up now with the likes of, Evan C in that 33 car. Should be one of these cars that will change up here in a second. So, next time by, the driver's getting the wonder green signal. This time by from race control, letting him know, let's go. We'll go green flag out of turn 4 on your race leader, James Ambrosius. Not gonna lie, a name that I haven't heard before. It's got a 3400 I rating, so. Well, we'll see how he stacks up with 50 laps on the board. It is time to get after it. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, Ambrosius and Cloyd. And the green flag flies for the Hub Sim Racing giveaway super late model main event. Going to be hard to pick a winner in this one. We'll rock it down into 1 and 2. A lot of the drivers go straight to the top shelf. A lot of them stay down low. Brown CI Ambrosius getting a little loose there. And Dalton Cloyd going to lead lap number 1. Yes, he does. Evan C all over the back of Ambrosius. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Brown up on the inside. Hauser riding the top shelf through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide. Evan C through the middle now. This is why he is one of the best in the business. You put the 33 on the racetrack and you know that you're going to see that car make his way forward and starting to rip through this field. Dalton Cloyd still your race leader. C. Brown, oh no, there's some contact with Hauser and Brown. Ambrosius back to position 5, almost 6 now is Tyler Ducharme. And here comes Bryson Daffin along with Dylan Wilson. Coming after the drivers inside of the top 5. 3 wide was Daffin through the middle. Now slides up in front of Ambrosius. Dylan Wilson, he goes back to the bottom shelf. Morgan coming through. Jordan Casey as well. So some D1RT drivers right now. 3 wide again. Hauser slides up in front of Brown. But Evan C to the race lead. Your new race leader. And the yellow flag flies here for the first time in tonight's main event, and it is Tanner Tomasi in the 09 machine. Now is this yellow laps not counting? Let's find out when they go across the start finish line if it ticks over to 11. Alright, staying at 10. So officially 5 in the books. So if you're wondering why it says 10, well, remember those first 5 laps were to get the driver sorted out from the redraw into their correct position. And not gonna lie, let's hope it's not like a Charlotte race. I mean a Kokomo race. There was probably about 6 too many yellows in that one. Again, totally different tracks. This track is a lot wider, a lot bigger. But we've still got a lot of the same drivers. So you can see the ticker just sort of going berserk for the moment. But again, that is... it's just the way it happens, of course, with the new yellow laps. Or yellow flag laps not counting. We go back to green. 45 to run. Brown down to the low side. 3 wide. Now here comes Hauser in the 2 machine. On the outside into turn number 3. Brown to the low side. Hauser to the top shelf. Ducharme coming after Blake Brown. Dylan Hauser in 2nd position. Blake Brown through the middle. Ducharme, Dylan Wilson downstairs. Some good action here at the dirt track at Charlotte, towards your top 3. Well, teammates, Hayden Cardwell just bumping Bryson Daffin. Daffin got a little tight after the contact. Dylan Wilson now on the low side, up on the inside, now on Ducharme in the 9D machine. Dylan Wilson has got that 80 machine gripped down low. He certainly got some bubblegum downstairs. 3 wide, Cardwell, Ducharme back up towards the 2nd, 3rd and 4th place drivers. Right now Hauser to the outside on Dalton Cloyd. Cloyd holding on to 2nd position just by half a car length at the start finish line. Once they come past the start finish line the next time by, there will be 40 to run in tonight's main event, and Evan C. He is looking the part, looking the goods right now. But there's still a lot of time left for the likes of Dylan Hauser, Blake Brown, even Dylan Wilson to make a run. Ducharme, he's been shuffled up to the top side of the racetrack. Slider line right now from Dylan Wilson. Kendall Tucker coming after Jordan Casey. Tucker will stay low through turns 1 and 2. Casey rides the top side back up towards Tyler Ducharme and Dylan Wilson. Meanwhile, Dalton Cloyd once again under heavy pressure from the 74 machine of Brown. Brown moves into third. Cloyd back to fourth. Wilson and Cardwell side by side. Cardwell gets the drive. Cardwell goes the slider, as does Wilson. So 2 for the Bryce. 2 slide jobs there on Dalton Cloyd. And Cloyd, he tries to turn it back underneath both. Now 3 wide down into turns 1 and 2. Cloyd slid up just a little bit. Wilson tried to duck underneath, thinking Cloyd was going to slide up a little further, but he didn't, and tapped the rear end of the 30 machine. But there was only minimal contact there. And right now, Wilson once again through the middle, showing that he is one of the best in the business. No matter what kind of track conditions you give him, he's going to put that 80D wherever he wants, and he's just going to find some more speed. Hauser now coming after your race leader. He is nearly onto the rear crash bar, the rear bumper of that 33 machine. Look at the run that Hauser gets. Slider line yellow is out on lap number 21 or 16. Boy, oh boy, was it busy towards the front. Your lead may have changed, but it will not, because we'll go back to the last recorded lap. Who knows what was coming in those next 10 to 15 laps, where the Hauser had enough speed to get by Evans C. He's certainly running down. It now brings back into the picture Blake Brown, Cardwell, Dylan Wilson there as well. Dalton Cloyd doing a fantastic job for that $1 Million Motorsports team. Steve McMillan must be super pumped to have a driver up inside the top 10. Jordan Casey back there in 7th position, I believe it is. Let's count these cars. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tucker up to 9th. Dylan Fox rounds out the top 10. Just look at these names right now. Perez, McSwain, Morgan, Majulis, Fox, Tucker. I mean, these drivers are sitting around or outside of the top 10. And this just goes to show you right now that the level of competition is at an all-time high with the best in the business. Putting on a show here at the dirt track at Sharp. The field will double up into rows of 2 by 2. David, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Here we go. Back underway. Evans C. 34 remain. Hauser into the wall. Cardwell, look at Cloyd on the outside of Brown. He stuck his nose maybe where it didn't belong. And they were nearly 4 wide as there goes Wilson sliding up. Leaves room for Hauser. C is your race leader. But now look at Blake Brown putting the slider. Oh no, Cardwell into the back of C. Hauser gets turned by Bryson Daffin. Contact at the front end with the 2 machine. He was just wrong place at the wrong time. And that was the 07 of Cardwell. Taking things into his own hands. Take a look here at your wicked push and instant replay. Straight into the back of Evans C, and then Hauser nowhere to go. He got Bryson Daffin, unfortunately, got into the back of Hauser. There's the contact once again. So I'm sure that race control will get that call correctly. It looks like that we see Evans C still towards the front of the field. Take a look at some drivers coming back on pit road. Hayden Cardwell will now be at the back of the bus, I would assume. Again, with these new caution laps not counting, it just makes the ticker go a little berserk over the caution laps. Once there is a fix for that, I'm sure that it won't be as bad. Lights are out on the pace truck. 32 remaining still. Once again, we get after it. Evan C. and Blake Brown. Here we go, back underway. And Evan C. to the lead and to the top shelf once again. Wilson now on the bottom. He was making it 3 wide through turns 1 and 2, and now coming after your race leader, Jordan Casey, to the side of Blake Brown. Certainly using full use of the right side fender body panel. Oh, Blake Brown, little mistake there. Dalton Cloyd caught up in that one. Wilson to the race lead. Yellow is out, and we're going to go back to the last recorded lap. And once that is the case, Evan C. is going to be put back into the race lead. Although, yes, Dylan Wilson had the lead by probably half a car length. Unfortunately for him, because the caution lap's not counting, we do go back to the last recorded lap. Therefore, Evan C. is going to be in pole position. Certainly makes things interesting here with Blake Brown, where he gets put back into this one, whether it is second or third, as we wait for these drivers to sort of sort themselves out here under yellow and just maybe lining up in getting ready for this double file restart. The big things happening next season. Alright, back at it once again. Oh, C and Wilson. They come together there on the front straightaway. And D1 Blake Brown and Jordan Casey. Super pumped with that effort. And now look at Blake Majulis coming after the lead pack right now. Majulis on the low side. He started deep in this field. Position number 15. And the defending iRacing late model champion and the defending World of Thunder champion coming after Brown for the lead. They made contact in 3 and 4. Casey back to third. 3 wide, Evan C, Dylan Wilson and Zach McSwain. Look at the top 6 on screen. There's nothing in it between them. We're looking at about 8/10 of a second for your top 6 drivers. Nearly 3 wide once again. 27 to go that time by. Casey C on the top side. Wilson, McSwain through the middle. Wilson back to P3. And here comes Majulis nearly sliding up. He leaves room for Brown on the outside. And Brown doing a nice job now in the race lead. And this line has switched from the top to bottom and mid-track right now. And this is where you see the likes of Dylan Wilson just rolling the middle right now. He nearly gets into the side there of Blake Majulis. Majulis still holding on to second position. Evan C not giving up on the top shelf. Still willing to put that 33 in the right rear on the cushion. And then just let her eat and dig all the way through turns number 1 and 2. 24 to go. Oh, Majulis copping a little bit of a bump there from Wilson. Wilson trying back down low through turns 1 and 2 again. McSwain there as well. At the moment, Blake Brown, that 74 machine for TeamVLR.com and iRacingIFlag.com. He is looking to put this car on the podium, on the top step of the podium, park it on the front straightaway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. But Blake Majulis He wants to put a stop to that. He wants to spoil the party. He wants to put his own Swindell Speed Lab 127 on the front row at the start finish, and there was nothing in it between the pair. A few thousandths of a second, and 3 wide now on the exit of turn 2. McSwain, Wilson, and Majula, and Wilson to the race lead, 3 wide behind him, and now here comes Majulis. Oh, Blake Brown, 2 laps ago he was in the race lead, now he's back to 4th. And Majulis and Wilson race side by side. McSwain coming after him again down into 3 and 4. 19 to go this time by. And we're still yet to determine who is going to victory lane, because these drivers, over the past 5 laps, they have swapped a number of positions at the moment. And we've got about 21 cars still on the racetrack as McSwain moves into 2nd. 3rd is now, well, Dylan Wilson, but here comes Brown. Brown just stabs the brakes, trying to keep that car locked down on the bottom side. And look who is coming back into the picture right now in car number 33. Evan C. There is your top 5 on screen. Casey not too far away either. But Evan C. in 5th is a 1.3 second gap to himself and the 127 of Blake Majulis, your race leader. 16 to run down into 1 and 2. Majulis right through the middle. And there is very little left of this racetrack here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And 4 different teams in the top 4 positions. Swindell Speed Lab, they own the top spot at the moment. Bad Racing has 2nd. Z1RT 3rd, and TeamVLR.com in 4th and 5th. In fact, battle was happening there between Evan C. and Jordan Casey for 5th and 6th now. So Casey, he's decided to go back to the top side all the way around the dirt track at Charlotte. Dylan Fox trying to make a run, and boy, I tell you what, 3 and 4 is really good on the top side, and Jordan Casey just proved that just then. So if you've got the car speed to do it, if you feel confident enough, get up there, boys. 12 to run. Wilson, a phenomenal job here tonight, as is everybody else. We've seen, what, 3-4 yellows so far. And with the 50-lap main event to determine this one, we are now closing in on 10 to run. There'll be 10 to run this time by for your leader, Blake Majulis. We are closing in on a heat race distance left here at the dirt track at Charlotte. McSwain still rides in 2nd. Wilson has decided he needs to go to the top. He needs to try something different. Top 1 and 2. And slider line 3 and 4. Let's see what the lap times are like in the high 16 seconds. And that was a 10th quicker. So Dylan Wilson, he's onto something right now. It was a 16.780. Your leader hit a 16.850. 16.814 for Majulis that time by to 16.764. And again, he closes in on another 10th over Zach McSwain. Now he's forced to run the middle of the speedway just because McSwain has taken that line away. Majulis has now gone to the top side into turn number 1 and 2. Cuts down on the exit of turn 2. Gets to the top side of the back straightaway. Now here comes Dylan Wilson on the outside on Zach McSwain. Wilson will take 2nd position, and there it is. 6 laps left to run. And ladies and gentlemen, look what is looming in front of your race leader. Some lap traffic, 10 folds in the 15 machine. 5 to go this time by. The palm hand is out for your race leader. 5 laps left to run, and look at him go back. Look at him, the top 3. Wow, Wilson had to get on the binders there because otherwise he was getting into the back of Majulis. And Wilson runs low through turns 3 out of turn 4. He's right up on the cushion, getting that moisture on the front straight. And again, what is very little left of this racetrack. Lap cars just staying down low, so Tanner folds. Then you go back to Mario Perez, the next car to be put a lap down. We are now 3 laps away from victory lane. And Blake Majulis, it has been a long time coming, and it'll be the first of this season. The season number 8, that he will be able to park the 127 in victory lane. The second time that he's made a feature event. The first time I've seen him make a feature event this season here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And with a lap and a half to run, you would think with a 0.6 of a second differential between himself and Dylan Wilson, that Blake Majulis, the defending champion, should be able to go to victory lane. The white flag flies. Here comes Wilson. He got a good run through 3 and 4. 1 and 2 into 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to do it. Blake Majulis finally gets back to victory lane. Second is going to be Dylan Wilson. Third will be Zach McSwain. Blake Brown home in 4th. Jordan Casey will round out your top 5. And then we can go back to James Grace, Dylan Fox, Robert Fletcher, Eric Scalf, and Aaron Kitchen, your top 10. 11th was Chris Fisher, Dalton Cloyd, James Ambrosius, Tyler Ducharme, Brent Carter. 15th, Rusty Kruger, Evan C., Mario Perez, Tanner Folds, Bryson Daffin in 20th, Morgan Carbell, Tucker, Hauser, Quillen, and Tomasi. Well, if he's not over the moon, I'm going to have to be over the moon for him, because that was a race for the ages. I'll give these drivers a couple of minutes to get into the team speak. In fact, we're going to give them 60 seconds. Not in it within 60 seconds. Well, I guess it's safe to say that's their bad luck and shit happens. So we've got first and third. And let's go ahead and bring in your winner here this evening. In car number 127, and he finally goes to victory lane the first time this season. Blake Majulis. Blake, congratulations on this victory. It's been a long time coming, but again, you're back where you belong in victory lane, buddy.
Yeah, did it the hard way again. You know, terrible draw. Had to drive again. You know, finally I didn't wreck. I don't even care. I finished a race.
This track was pretty slick before you guys were able to turn 50 laps in this main event tonight. What did you make of the track conditions, and obviously how was this car set up to handle this track conditions?
Yeah, honestly, right in warm up, I didn't feel good at all, and I threw something on at the last minute that I ran for Pro Series, and you know, it was fast then, and it's still fast now. It really came along there when we got that last yellow, and I finally got to start on the top. I started clicking passes down, you know, running through the middle, and I just kept running the middle and ended up taking the lead off of it, and then migrated to the top and was able to hold off Dylan. But you know, he was fast too. But
well, congratulations! You are, like I said, you are back where you belong here in victory lane, and it's taken you a number of weeks to get here, but I mean, I guess you know, it's finally good to get one. We'll let you go and celebrate with the team, and we'll let you thank some sponsors before we let you go too, buddy.
yeah, thanks very much. All my teammates at Swindle Speed Lab, iRacing, iFlag, Jeff Brown for everything he does, Zach, and everyone at Sim Seats. They recently came on board. Can't thank those guys enough. They did a lot for me for sure. Design 75, Jeremy Ray, for having me look clean for sure. CBD Wise Organics, K1 Speed, Bell Helmets. You guys for broadcasting, of course. Thank you very much. Everyone that watched, my dad, Tia. Thank you very much.
All right, Blake Majulis, a first-time winner this season for season number 8, and it's taken him, I think, 5 weeks, or 5 races to finally get here. He's certainly not had a season at Turin, but nonetheless, he does get the job done in first position. Well, followed closely behind him, and certainly put some pressure, had some very good car speed throughout this whole 50-lap main event. Second spot tonight for D1RT, it's Dylan Wilson. Dylan, congratulations on this second place run. Boy, man, what a race. You get up to the front, you lose a number of positions, and you have to do it the hard way, and you have to fight yourself back up to second position. How was that one?
Yeah, I mean, I guessed right with the setup, and I think we had the best setup there by a mile. And unfortunately, that contact on that restart, which was my fault, cost us some speed. But the track was awesome, man. I've never seen Charlotte race like that around the middle. You could really run anywhere. So I moved to the top, found something at the end, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, Majula saw me coming and moved up into my line, and then I wasn't expecting him to stop center corner and turn down, and that basically killed any run I had. So he did a good job, blocking, but we made what we could of it. It could have ended way worse after that restart, and yeah.
Going back to those final sort of 7 or 8 laps, when you're running the top, you got to the cushion in 1 and 2. Was there a call from your teammate, maybe Jordan Casey, letting you know that the top side was pretty good all the way around? Because prior to you switching to that line, I was actually watching a battle between Jordan and Evan, and Jordan actually got a good run on the top side, and not long after that, you decided to go to the top in 1 and 2, and then the slider 3 and 4. Was there any communication there from your teammate to say, hey, maybe the top side's a little bit quicker?
No, he didn't say anything to me, or if he did, I didn't hear it. So I just went up there because me and Zach were running the same line, so I had to try something different. And I went up there, and I just bought a brand new wheel, the other day, and I'm still trying to get used to it. So running the top right now is really hard for me. I don't have the car control that I feel like I need to have yet to be able to go run the wall. So when I went up there, I was just kind of all over the place, and I think the top was actually really fast at the end, because if I was reeling them in, making all those mistakes, I'm sure somebody that could have ran it more consistently would have ran away with it. But yeah, he never said anything to me.
Yeah, I think with about 5 or 6 to go, you're at least a tenth quicker than Zach McSwain there, and it was more like half to to 3/4 of a tenth quicker than but Blake. But hey, congratulations, another good run, another podium here in the super late models. Let you get out of here and get ready for the UMPs at Lima Land. But before we go, of course, sponsor on this race car, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
D1RT Racing, and thank you to the Tub guys, and I thank you to you guys for broadcasting, and Stephen McMillan for putting this deal on.
All right, Dylan Wilson there, home in second position here tonight, and he had a good battle in the last sort of 10 to 15 laps with the driver that comes home in third place tonight, Zach McSwain. Zach, congratulations, third place run here tonight. Boy, what a tough race this was, but nonetheless, you made it work and you finished third. How do you feel? How are you feeling after 50 laps?
Yeah, it's pretty wild out there. Was able to start 24th and get to third, so that was a good run for us. Just try to run right through the middle in the slick and avoid all the carnage, and brought home a good finish.
What was your game plan coming into this 50-lap main event? You started position 24. I mean, that is a long way back in a very, very talented field.
Yeah, just go forward, get the best finish we could. We were terrible in the heat race and the B main, but was pretty good there in the feature, so just try to get the best finish we could.
All right, well, congratulations on this third place run. We'll let you get out of here and we'll let you thank some people before we let you go.
Yeah, just thank all the guys over at Bad Racing for all the help. Been rolling pretty good here lately, so hopefully we can continue to do that. Thank Pit Pass by Katie, Bighorn Taxidermy, SRTV, and thanks Silver Fox Race Designs for painting me up this new car. Looks sweet. So move on to the next one.
Zach McSwain there, home in third place, but your winner here tonight in caliber 127, and a well-deserved victory, Blake Majulis. We'll shut this stream off, guys. We'll get ready for the UMP modifieds at the Lima Land Motorsports Park in about 30 minutes' time. And of course, you've been watching on dirtfan.com or World of Thunder Racing League Facebook page. Hit the like and follow button on those Facebook pages to show your support and keep up to date with all the sim racing and real life racing that is going on throughout both Facebook pages and also both websites as well, dirtfan.com and WOTRL.com. Of course, don't forget to hit the like and follow button on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. Keep up to date with all the sim racing action. We've got a busy week this week with the SimPro R-Factor Chili Bowls. To Monday and Tuesday night will be on that one. And then, of course, Thursday night, the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. And then I believe that Steve is still doing the Saturday night UMP race. You can catch all the action right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, we're also being live on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost a cent. And if you want to come back to watching on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. And if we can get you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would be great. Right, that'll do it for us here from the Dirt Track at Charlotte. Congratulations goes to Blake Majulis. A big thanks to our sponsors, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, and of course World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com, and of course the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you soon.